Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, YouTube. This is Ali again. Basically, responding to video by Peter. Peter, first of all, awesome video. And just to, I'm going to make this kind of quick because I'm actually out the door. I just didn't want you waiting for a response. The first thing that you brought up about, the beginning of love and this, that, the other. The same argument that you use for forgiveness is the exact same argument that I use for love. Because God knew that He was going to create us, He had that love for us. Like you said, God is all knowing. So an all knowing God would know that He loves His creation. Anything that He created, He loved. And as the Quran says, more or less to the effect, and I'm not as good as quoting the scriptures like I told you. I'm not a scholar by any means, whatever. But in the Quran it says more or less to the effect, when God created the man, the angels asked him, why are you creating a being that will, destroy each other, kill each other, shed blood, and all these other things? And more or less to the effect, God said that, I know that which you know not. So that right there goes to answer that question of love. God knew what He would love, who He'd love, why He would love, everything else like that. Just like, the same argument you use with the forgiving. God, knew that He would need to forgive, those people, right? So I hope that clarifies that thing. And again, I think we're still stuck on the Christian concept compared to the Muslim concept. The Muslim concept is that God is most loving of His creation, and I think you're stuck on the Christian concept of God, where God is love. In the beginning, God was love. Muslims basically say that God is all knowing and everything else like that, and because He knew what He was creating, why He was creating it, that basically gives the answer as to most loving, most forgiving, all these other things, right? So to the four questions, I think it was four questions. If I missed any question, I apologize for that. Like I said, I'm kind of in a rush. I'm on my way out the door. Your first question was how did He actualize His love, and that would be even though that basically, again, like when the angels asked, He said, "I know that which you know not." So I think that basically answers that question about that thing. Then you ask, why only love those who deserve His love? Well, God is most loving, and as long as a person is willing to come to Him, just like in Christianity, right? You guys believe that if I don't accept the blood of Christ, I'm going to go to hell or perish, or whatever word you want to use, right? So it's exactly the same thing, right? If you accept God, He's going to, of course, want you closer to Him, right? Just like in every Christian that tells me I need to accept the blood of Christ in order to be close to Christ, to be saved, right? It's exactly the same thing with Allah. If that you want to be forgiven, you want to be together with God, you have to accept God. It's as simple as that, right? Why not forgive all men and women? Well, God gives the men and women the opportunity to. First of all, I mean, when a person is born, they're born sinless in Islam. In Christianity, you guys are born with the sin of Father Adam. In Islam, we're not. So basically, for whatever deeds that you do that on the face of this earth, that's what you pay for. So as far as being all forgiving, God is all forgiving because if you ask God to forgive you, He will forgive you. So so why not forgive all men and women? I think that's a rhetorical question in the sense that as long as a person asks for forgiveness, he will be forgiven, right? And then you ask, why did He create? And for that, I have no answer. The only answer I can give you is the one that's in the Quran, which is basically where God said, I know that which you know not. I know I kind of sped through all of these. Hopefully you caught on to those things. Like I said, I didn't want to keep you waiting for an answer, and I'm on my way out for the for next 2 days or so. So basically, I look forward to your answer. Hopefully my responses made some sense, and inshallah I'll talk to you maybe Monday night if you have a response from me or not. All right, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, YouTube. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.